Yeah.
Let's do it.
Coming to you from the Delta and Two Valleys. Welcome to the PanRaconTeurs, the podcast where we tell stories and discuss them from. Ah, man, let's redo it. Redo.
Okay. We'll just keep it rolling.
I was like,
it rolling. All right. Got it.
just need the music.
It's the nervous talking. It's like, ooh, we're gonna start this, guys. All right.
I was ready. I was just waiting.
Okay, ready. I feel like I need something to like. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, guys. I was about to pull out my wallet.
Hold on, I don't like this. Hold on.
We need something funny.
We're still recording this. It's fine. This is gold.
Until I could get one, we'll find some. I need to find something. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, action!
Coming to you from the Delta and Two Valleys. Welcome to the PanRaconTeurs, the podcast where we tell and discuss stories from around the world. Sit back and buckle in for the storytelling of your lives. We are the PanRaconTeurs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike V, coming to you from the Valley, out near Sacramento, Modesto area. And welcome to the PanRaconTeurs, Ep.2. And I'm joined by my two hosts, the one and only Nate B. What's up, Nate?
Nate B.
And of course, also joined by my eldest, my brother, Dan V from SJ. What's up, bro?
Keeping the East Side held down.
We're
all on the West Coast. East Side. What?
Well, we're back at it again. This is Ep.2, and if you were brave enough to finish Ep.1, thank you guys for the positive feedbacks. Shout out to Gordo. Shout out to Jonathan and Danny, and to all those that gave some feedback and some love. Our first listeners, and they like the bird stories, so we're probably going to have more of those. But yeah, welcome back to the PanRaconTeurs. We're going to be telling stories here today. We're going to be diving into things that are happening around the world, or maybe San Jose in general, and things that are going on in our lives. Every day is a story. Stories that we know shaped nations and cultures and countries. You know, stories have been around since the beginning of time, even before words, and even to the point where they were printed up on walls for people to read thousands of years later. So it's amazing to still be able to share stories like they did back then, but now we're doing on a different medium. We're not carving on walls and caves. We're not writing on stones with chalk or anything. We're using the internet, and this is a podcast. So welcome to our storytelling time. Nate, how's it been, man? How's your week been?
That's been a crazy week. Work is work. The Bay Area traffic is something else. That's a whole nother thing. But it's nothing compared to the Filipino traffic I was in when I was on vacation. That was even crazier. It made me really appreciate what I have here in the States. It is amazing. Like, you can't imagine when you're driving down the street that in the Philippines, it's just so much more trust you put into the other person. Is all I gotta say. If you have to experience it.
It's very hectic.
Yeah.
I remember being there real young with my parents, and we would get on the jitneys and be like whisked around. But we'd also have to get on those buses
Mm-hmm.
that don't stop, you know. So I was little, and I remember um, my mom jumping on the back of one as it was moving, and my dad picked me up and threw me onto the bus, and I was like,
That's
"What is this?"
that's the
Really
life.
interesting.
Is-
Yeah,
There's no experience like it. You know, you could hop into a bus here in the Delta or in San Jose. You take the Muni in San Francisco, but there's nothing like getting into a jeepney or riding a tricycle and just being in a mosh pit of cars and bikes and people. You know, they don't really care about. You know, it's not like they don't care, but it's more like when you're out there, you just trust the other person not to hit you. And maybe it's just me being with my people, or our people. You know, we're just really connected. It's almost like telepathic. It's like, oh, I'm crossing the road. Don't hit me. You know, it is
no,
really.
yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, Nate. I know you were out there for a minute. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. And for those of you who don't know, Nate's my nephew, and he's just back from the Philippines. And if you didn't know, we're Filipino. We're Filipino, and I'm Filipino Mexican. What? It's so cool of a mixture. I get the best of both food worlds. I get a double chicken, and I get enchiladas,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like lasagna. So I'm in the middle. I grew up in San Jose, man. I got a lot of food, different cultures and Vietnamese food and Indian food. Man, I just love everything.
We
But
should make this pod. Let's change the whole podcast. We're not telling stories. We're telling food
let's just meet,
adventures. Now
let's
let me
just meet
put
up.
you on something called Sonora Town. If it's not burned down in LA, we're going back.
Hey, who brought you onto that though? Who put you onto that?
This guy right here. This guy right here. Sonora Town, USA. It is the best tacos. It's like having. For me, it's like it's almost a fusion because the taco, like flour tacos, is like it's almost like an egg roll.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just so thin, and it's just I've never had a taco that really focused on the meat and like the inside. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how to explain it other than it was an adventure.
yeah. The Sonora Town tacos. They're like literally. I was watching a show on YouTube where they're talking to the owners, and the owners would. They said they would drive across the border to Sonora to pick up flour from Sonora and drive it back over, and they would have vans full of white powder.
Oh yeah,
So,
going across the border with with vans full of white powder. I wonder how suspicious that is. I can only
yeah,
imagine. It might be a little harder now with what's going on, but let's hope that they can still get that nice white powder across the border.
yeah, but that tortilla consistency, it's almost see through.
Hmm.
It's almost paper thin. It's like a spring roll wrap almost,
Yeah, but it has
but
so
with
much
the
flavor.
best meat. Yes, the best meat, and it's made to order. It's so delicious.
Hmm.
And I'm glad there's only two locations, and they're in LA. So hopefully they're not burned down. I hope not.
I mean, the spot that we're in, it's pretty deep in the city, so it should be fine. But man, that place, I can't like. That's a go-to spot anytime you go down to LA. In the deep city, it's to die for.
Yeah, shout out to Sonora Town. Yes, thank you, Sonora Town. It
Hmm.
was delicious. All right, we're moving it over to my elder, my bro, uh, brother, not from another mother. Is my brother Dan. Bro, how was your weeks? How was your week?
That was pretty good. Um, had a little fault. I wasn't supposed to buy any action figures for myself, but I bought one.
Yeah,
It
Hey man,
was
you work hard. You gotta treat yourself.
it's
treat yourself.
I usually like to buy them in pairs, but I found this one at a Target.
Okay.
It's and it's a fair price. It was a fair price, so I picked it up. I guess
Nice.
I'm
Now you
working
got to
on
show us. That's
the.
what it is.
Okay, I'll show you.
Ooh.
There we go.
I didn't like what the video was doing. You guys didn't see it, but on the last video, we didn't record it. We didn't record on the last video, but uh, before we started recording video, my brother had the same background, but it looked like his hips were gyrating. It just looked so
Oh,
odd.
so
What is that?
you got Batwoman, I
The
think.
Batman
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Night
Is
Girl?
it Batgirl or Batwoman?
Batgirl.
That's Batgirl. Batgirl.
Oh,
It's from the
Batgirl.
animated
Is
series.
the animated series one? Okay. Wait,
Okay, that's pretty cool.
where'd you get it from? The Target or like a
Target.
Walmart?
I got it from a Target.
Target always got the good stuff.
It's a good. It's a good figure. I like the animated series, the ones that look like them. I got the Batman version. He's actually from the series after the animated series, the original animated series Batman. But he looks
Okay.
good too. I know. I got that one, and I guess I'm going to collect the Bat family now because I got the Batgirl. I got to get Nightwing, and I got to get Commissioner Gordon and Alfred.
Got to complete
Cool.
the set. I get it.
So
Yeah.
that's a commitment. Maybe I could sell her back and just. It was either that or work on Doctor Dooms. I wanted to get like a playset of Doctor Dooms.
Ooh.
I say, yeah. I mean, when you work hard, you got to spend the money on things that you enjoy. You know,
We
what's the
found
point
this
of having?
this short video of Dalsum. He said, you know those like the really short videos that you can just scroll through. There's one of
Like
Dalsum.
the shorts?
Yeah, shorts, video shorts, YouTube shorts. And there's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of Dalsum saying, "Stop saving money, spend it now, spend it now." Like giving bad advice or not good financial advice, and that's what he's doing.
No, it's
He
perfect
convinced
advice.
me.
It's
He's part of the
perfect
reason that
advice.
convinced me.
It got me.
You sold me. You sold me on it. I mean, when you go, it's like a financial death sentence once you walk into a Target. You know, as soon as you get in, you're buying something. You know, I mean, obviously, when you went to Target in the first place, you're gonna buy something, but you're not buying just that thing. You're buying everything else once you get into Target.
I like to pick
Yeah,
up these things at Target. I'm getting the Ollie Pops. I guess they're supposed to be fiber drinks that are good for you. That's what I go there to get.
It's like a soda.
Yes, it's like a soda type beverage. There's not a lot of sugar, and most of the carbohydrates are in fiber, supposedly. So hopefully it's good. I heard that they were in litigation, though. I don't know what for, though.
I get those bowel movements going, man.
Oh my gosh. They're called Olipop. Sorry.
Ollie Pops, yes. You can't really see them, right?
Shout out Olipops.
We're getting all these free
Shout
plugs. What's with all this? Yeah, that's where we got to roll to our first ad, guys.
Oh,
What's going on here?
Yeah, forget
All this
the
free
Olipop.
publicity.
Get sponsored by these guys. I want some
Shout out to the Batman series.
Batman the Animation. McFarlane. Oh, that's McFarlane Toys. That's who makes this one. McFarlane Toys.
Nice.
They're great.
Why is
that's one of the
Batman a
best
Greek
ones.
goddess? Greek goddess. Why is
Shout
Batman
out
a Greek god on the
McFarlane.
back of that box?
Oh, it's they have these figures sometimes where you build them by buying multiple. Like you get the Batgirl and you get the torso
Gotcha.
or the bottom part, and you get the Batman
Yeah.
and you get like the legs or the arms or whatever, and you build this another figure that's not in a box; it's in multiple boxes. That's fun.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
fun.
Interesting.
And that one's
Well,
you're trying to build Maxi Zeus. He's a minor.
The audacity
DC
for
build.
these companies to give us the toys to build is crazy. They are making us build our own toys now. I guess that's the big.
we are the workers.
That's the big thing about, like, I don't know. I've had like people my age, you know, 27, 28, 29, and they're like investing in Legos. I'm like, man, I loved Legos when I was a kid. Now there's like intricate, very adult themed Legos. You know, I'm not like not like X-rated theme Legos, but but like sculptures or like towers and stuff. Like I don't get it, but
No,
a lot of
they're
people are starting
marketing
to build a lot of that
toys
stuff.
towards grown-ups now because that's what we grew up with. This is a Yamaguchi Joker, and
Now we get the
it's like I wouldn't have if you gave this to me when I was 10, I would have broke it. I would have
That's true.
that would have been dead. But now I just like posing them and looking at them mostly, getting them in different positions, and they're more delicate, you know.
Yeah,
So they're
it's more
like
about a.
collector's
Made for
thing.
adults.
Yeah,
It's definitely a visual
They knew
thing.
who they were marketing to.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, that's who they're really marketing to. They want us to, now that we got big boy money, now we could buy the things that we really wanted when we were kids. But there's a, what's the word? There's a little nostalgia to having that good of a toy back then. I remember having like a really sturdy GI Joe, not like a GI Joe, but like a knockoff GI Joe, and me and my friend, we posted it up on top of like a um what do you call it? One of those ironing boards,
ironing boards.
and we
Ironing boards.
we pretended like he was James Bond, and there was a villain that was like they're trying to shoot a laser at him, right? But I didn't have a laser. I didn't have like a magnifying glass, and I wasn't that intricate as a kid. So I threw a tennis ball at it, and it shattered into a million pieces. And it was all over the front yard at Grandma's house. It was crazy. I was like, what? But now that I think about it, it's like, man, that toy now probably would have been like $100. I don't know. People are like investing in toys and investing in Pokemon cards. It's just like our generation growing up, or my generation growing up, has been really nostalgic about their childhood, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't. I destroyed all my toys. I got GI Joes, and I would throw rocks at them in the back and like make
Hmm.
little forts out of the mud and dirt.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my toys growing up survived. I don't think I kept any of them safe. I think they all died in my backyard. So, um, yeah, just different times, different times. But I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know.
Cannot see that.
We're going to go into our first commercial. So stand by. This podcast is brought to you by Silky Soft. Men, have you ever wanted to wear stretchy and silky undergarments? No judgment. Silky Soft is the next level of supreme silky comfort. 2 years of intense research and 8 hours of lab stuff. 4 out of 5 scientists agree these are real. Try yours today. Silky Soft. Back to the show. So, we're going on to our.
Where can I get a pair of Silky Softs? Give me a moment. I want to know what a pair of Silky Soft looks like.
I remember when I was. I remember when I would date people. I would be like, man, I always wanted like a really comfortable bedroom setup and everything.
Hmm.
And so I remember I bought my first silky bed sheets and everything. Man, I couldn't sleep in it. I just sweat, and I'm a big dude, so it just wasn't right. Things would stick on me. I'd roll, and the pillows. There's just. Oh, I guess I'm not. I don't want silky softs.
Are you trying to sell me Silky Soft right now, or are you trying to get me away from Silky Soft?
Just thought about it right now. Like maybe I don't want silky softs.
I want hard and roughs. Like,
Oh gosh, we need to write a commercial about that. Um, we're going to go into our first segment, and this is um, a segment called "Down and About on King Road and Story" with Dan V. Bro, what do you got from us? What do you got for
I
us
was gonna
from
uh
King and Story?
I was gonna let me show. Okay, here. Oh, where are you? So I have. All right. Whoops. I have Spider Ham.
Spider Ham.
Spider Ham. He is the pig version of Spider-Man. He's in the famous movie with Miles Morales and the
Excuse me.
Spider-Verse. And what I was going to do is on King and Story, I was going to set him up for today to let him be on his own, see if he would survive there, and I'd come back and get him. But I didn't have the heart. I'm gonna leave him there.
You can't leave him there. He's too precious.
Oh man, he lost his tail.
What
Wait up.
Oh man.
Yeah, look at his butt. He's got a peg there. I can put his hand in there. Nope.
He lost his butt.
His tail. Yeah, he's lost his tail.
Oh no!
Man. Oh, you can't see. All right. So that's what happened. It didn't happen because I don't want to lose Spider Ham.
That's why you got to buy two of them. One is the one that goes on the journey, and the other one's for show.
Maybe.
And if it survives, then it has a story to tell you. Like, oh, this one was just the one that you kept for show. Is just a showboat, and you got
Listen, man.
whatever.
Listen,
Yeah.
nothing survives on King and Story. That road is hectic.
Yeah, nothing. Well, yeah.
No, you can hide a bunch of stuff on
I've
there. It's
lived there
just,
for a long time.
I just don't know where you'd put it. Where would you put it? Near the Albertsons? In the back?
Well, you got to take a picture. You got to take a picture, and then we could put it up on our like Instagram or Facebook account, so people can keep track of it. And they go, "Oh man, he was there," and I walked past him.
He placed it there. That's crazy.
yeah.
You know? So, are you planning on doing this week coming up,
Maybe.
or are you going to choose a different figure?
Maybe I have to buy
We
another
gotta-
one, like you said.
Yeah.
What we gotta do is make figurines of ourselves. Have you ever went to like San Francisco and there's that place that does a full body scan of yourself and then they print something that looks exactly like you?
Hold on, you lost me a full body scan.
Full body scan. I mean, with your shirt on and stuff, but I mean,
Oh my gosh!
you know how I think that would be just as cool. Like, we're not like we wouldn't be as devastated when we lose Spider Ham. I mean, we'll be. I'll feel devastated if I lose Spider Ham, but if I lose myself, I've already lost myself. No, no. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that it'd be funnier if you just leave little figurines of yourselves out and about in the city. You take pictures of it. And then you post it around, see who could find it first.
No, but nobody would want to pick up those things. People want to pick up Spider Ham. They see Spider Ham, they go, "Hey, I want that little buddy at my house."
Listen, we're iconic. We're superstars. We're out of this world. Everybody's gonna want figurines of us.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Dude, that's a big figurine."
It's like, man, that guy's head is huge on that figurine. Are you sure it's not a bobblehead? No.
Just get a full steel steel action figure. It's just gonna be heavy, lead.
I know people can't even move
Like,
it. It's human size. It's 1 for 1.
It weighs 300 pounds.
It'd be terrifying. You just leave it. You're just staring. It's like posed up like this, like a T pose. It's
All right, so
it's gonna be just like that scene from I Am Legend. What are you doing out here, Fred? What are you doing out here, Nate?
all right. So this week coming up, we'll have an action figure go out into the world, and then we'll start an adventure with that.
Oh, wait up. We need
So,
funds then. We need funds to support this. Is it going to be Spider Ham?
That's why we had sponsors.
Yeah, Silky Soft is rolling in the dough for us right now.
Oh, totally.
I'm wearing a pair right now.
Ooh.
I'm sliding all over the place.
That's when your wife comes in and says, "Where's my underwear?"
Oh boy. Anyways, all right. Thank you, bro, for that. So hopefully we get another Spider Ham.
I'm fully into making characters of ourselves and putting out in the universe.
All right, give us prices. Give me a price, and I'll check it
I'll
out.
figure it out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
No, that's
Alright,
going to
what-
still cost about the same. So you still wouldn't want to lose yourself. It's an investment. So we should, like a generic, yeah, it should be Spider Ham, just another one. Ah, that sucks.
You don't want to lose Spider Ham. You don't want to lose Spider Ham, but you could recreate yourself. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's not even a figurine. Maybe it's just a cardboard cutout of ourselves.
Spider
All
Ham,
right, that's a little.
he comes with a
weird.
different figure. They're about $30. How about we just buy another Rick?
A Rick?
But I think they're like $20.
Excuse me.
All right, well, you choose the action figure that goes out into this adventure and start documenting. Like, put them out there for a week,
There we go.
No way.
or start them out there 2 days, and then pick them up after 2 days, and then we'll make a story on Instagram. I was on the corner of Story and King for 2 days,
See this?
and then Extract came and picked me up.
There needs to be some like an antagonist to this story. Like it has to be out there in the wilderness for a little while, right?
Well, the antagonist is the world. Somebody could go and snatch them.
That's the point. So if you just drop it for like one day and you pick it back up at the end of the day, then it's not as. I mean,
No, 2 days. 2 days to start them out and go, okay, I'm going back out into the wire. And then we put them in a new place and we leave them out there longer.
or
And the
no,
next story would be like, they forgot me out here. I didn't know if help was ever going to come back.
you almost wish you could put like a little camera on him, just so he's. I just want to know what he sees.
All right, so that's the project that we're going to work on is we'll call it a different project, and we'll let you guys know what it is. But we're going to figure a figurine to go out there, and we're going to place it somewhere randomly in, I guess, San Jose or over here in the valley or out in the Delta where Nate is, and we'll get our action figures and put them out there, and we'll have a little story and see if they survive.
They won't. I'll pick them up.
They won't. Man, the confidence you have in your toys, man.
Yeah,
They can survive out there without us.
No, they can't.
They're big boys now.
What I was saying is like anybody would pick them up. So cool.
Yeah. Very true. Who doesn't want a Spider Ham?
Yeah. You see that little guy? Go, hey. You need a spider in every room.
Good.
See,
The
that's come I
Spider-Man.
can't collect
That's why you're
Spider-Man.
hiding.
If I collected Spider-Man, I would have a Spider-Man in every room and one in a car.
For me, I'm a collector of frogs. Let me see if I still have mine. Somewhere here. So in San Francisco, there's this vending machines store in Japantown, and you put a couple quarters in it, and you get like a random figurine. That's the whole store, right? That's all it is. I forget the name of the store, but I can look it up in a bit. Anyways, you get like really posable frogs and other toys.
Oh, that's an action figure if you can pose it.
Yeah. Yeah. And hey. This is a quality toy here, all right? I say and this thing you could put out in the world and people will think it's an actual frog.
Yeah, they'll pick it up
Honestly.
faster. They're like, I want to be next to that frog. I want that frog in my house.
Let's see how long this one lasts.
Right, put that frog back up to the screen real quick.
I like how the mouth opens.
All right.
Like, open the mouth again.
Right? Boom.
Hey,
Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that.
And he
Boom.
flies and
My
everything.
favorite. Look how it got some stretch to it too, Look at it jump.
Can you see its cloaca?
Yeah, come on.
Give it a little rub.
Accurate is this thing?
I don't know. You should
Birds
just-
have cloacas. I don't know if frogs have cloacas.
All right, now you gotta educate me. What the heck is a cloaca? I don't know if any of our viewers know what a cloaca
Us
is.
mammals, we have several holes out of our body in the lower region some animals, like birds, they only have one for pooping, peeing, and sex, and they use it all in the same hole. The
Oh
cloaca.
gosh,
I heard someone call it a cloaca.
cloaca.
I don't know. I think it's cloaca. That's what I always called it. But all right, thanks, bro, for your segment, and we'll choose a new um, figure to go out into the world and survive, and then we'll talk about our own. We're going to be going on to our next segment with we call it Nate facing the corner. Nate, so quick into the corner.
Well, okay.
What do you got? What do you got for us today?
What I got? Let me just share my experience from the Philippines. Coming back from it started off as a 16-hour flight. A 16-hour flight, and I didn't even go to, well, I guess 16 hours in total, but 14 hours to get to Taiwan. So, first thing we did was get to San Francisco, then we flew to Taiwan where we had our layover, and then we landed in the Philippines 2 hours later. As soon as we landed in the Philippines, that's when that big crash in Korea happened. I don't know if you guys heard about that one. Yeah, the whole flight was decimated.
Oh, more than decimated.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
apparently
when I landed, I was like,
they're at the end of the runway. We have breakaway structures, and in that place they didn't have a breakaway structure, so it was just like a wall they hit.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And having, it's crazy because you think of birds not being like such a problem in today's age in flights, but they are still like such a big problem towards planes.
Yeah, so, bird strikes are.
So is that what happened? There was a bird strike in the engine or something?
A bird strike in the engine, and then it like reared off course and hit the wall, and I think only like 2 people survived that flight. Which, so it gave me like anxiety half my trip. I was
like, are they like, I heard they're in the hospital. Did they survive?
Anybody know? Last I heard, I haven't done too much research on it. But the last I heard that there was only 2 people that survived. It was like flight attendants.
Way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's where you want to be, is way in the back.
Well, it depends on how it hits.
Way in the back.
If you're...
Yeah. So forget first class, guys. First class is not the place to be. But yeah, when I first
can't afford it without sponsors. Well, probably in the back all the time, baby.
Yeah, that's how I landed there. I landed in the Philippines. We got to our hotel room, and that's when we heard about the crash. And man, I was like, nerve-wracking because we're also going to other flights in the Philippines, because we had another flight going to Palawan, Coron, which is just a absolutely stunning place. I got some videos to show you guys of just like the underwater scene, the beaches. We had a great time. We were island hopping from one place to another, and this place is, I've heard it over and over again that this place is what inspired James Cameron to make Avatar, because the islands there, they're just so stunning. It's almost, some of them look like they're floating when it's low tide. It's like, whoa, man, this place is crazy. Wow. And the water's so clear. The food was so Filipino, so all I'm eating is adobo. I'm eating fish. I'm eating rice, shrimp, crab, everything on the, we had like this crazy little boat, so like when you think of the Philippines, you think of these boats, these, I forget how you say boat in Tagalog.
Boat.
They're like ferries, though, right?
Kind of like, so they're like a boat, and it has like have like arms, right? They like kind of level it on the sides.
It's a boat.
Oh, a small one.
Yeah. We're island hopping, so Coron's not like it's a huge place, but you have to get on a boat to get to the other islands. So what we did was we got a ship captain, a ship captain to tour us there. So we're going to the first island, and our first island was, it was supposed to be one of the very like busy islands, But our ship captain was very like knowledgeable about how the schedule is for everybody. So we got there first. You know, we're first. They're there by ourselves, and we're just enjoying the view. I think it was Barracuda Lake. Is that the first spot? Maybe I'm mixing it up because it was either Barracuda Lake that we went to, or snorkeling. And I could show you some snorkeling right now. Here we go. And the water here, absolutely freaking incredible. If you can see my screen, you're seeing just hundreds of little fish. Let me just mute this thing because it's getting loud. Oh,
Oh my goodness!
like you
You're
see this
not seeing,
place?
guys. It's Nate underwater in the most clear. It looks like a reef
Oh
of
yeah,
some sort.
it is. It is
And there's
great.
a lot of blues and blue corals, and it's like Bikini Bottom in real life.
Yeah, yeah. There's hundreds of little fish just swimming next to me. There's sea urchins everywhere, so you don't really want to get too close to the bottom. But oh man, and like that place right there, you see all that like it looks like antlers. That was
Hey,
actually kind
whose
of.
feet are those?
That's just our
So,
tour guide. Our tour guide.
you got his feet.
I was trying to get to the nice spots, but this is like nerve wracking because you're like above this thing. It's called like antlers, like coral antlers or something like that.
He can cut you up.
That looks like it's like kind of like nerve wracking because it looks dangerous. Like they're all super pointy. If you get too close to it, it might cut you up.
Isn't that what Tom Hanks hit on in Castaway? He hit something like
Something,
that
You probably hit
something
to
like
something
cut
like
his
that.
leg. I don't know. Maybe it was just rocks.
I mean, coral. All the coral here is sharp, so you don't really want to touch this stuff. But it's like a whole new world down there. Like I snorkeled in like Hawaii once, and it was nice, but all the
that. You're
coral there
really
was
in
dead.
that person's feet.
He's trying to show us something, but I was
He's like,
just
look at my feet.
look here, look
Look
there.
at my zapatos.
Oh man, yeah, and I was just
Oh,
getting just getting his feet the whole time.
wow.
I'll sell it on feet.org. Oh, here's this little like clownfish. I don't know if you can see that. I couldn't get close enough. I'm not that great of a swimmer. But he was touristing us. He was touring us around this area. This was great. I love this part.
Are you
Honestly,
breathing?
I'm on the top. I'm pretty much on the top of the water, and I got snorkels. I mean, every now and
Oh,
then I
so,
dive a little deeper, but
yeah, it looks like you're like real deep right there.
it does. But I'm not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, this place is, and the water is so salty. You're just always buoyant. Like I could have took off my life jacket and I would have just been floating the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Nate, you got to tell us a story about you had a famous. Sorry, you paused it right there. I'm like,
There you go.
I see someone in the background, but you had a famous encounter
Yes, I
with.
did. Yes, I
You
did.
sent me this picture.
Ah, man, don't show it. It's not gonna be
It
as.
is the grainiest of pictures that I've ever seen.
In my defense, we're trying to keep him low key. There's still a lot of people in this place, and we're not trying to make a big scene for him. Okay, let's drum roll to see who it was. It was. That's not a
Oh wait,
drum
that's not
roll.
a drum roll. Oh,
So,
what?
it's this
Not
one.
even that.
That's not even that either. Okay. All right. It is.
Wait. In San Jose, we have a pond that houses a certain type of fish in Happy Hollow. They're
Koi
called
fish.
koi fish. Is that a good lead-in?
Oh my gosh, I see what you did there. I saw what you did there, bro. That was genius.
I like sloppy joes.
I'm waiting for Nate to catch up on this one.
Okay,
Yeah, too
He,
slow.
he failed it. He
I
failed it.
failed
That
it.
was too high class, bro.
Koi
I'll give you this.
koi fish. Someone else is gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the koi ponds.
Who did you run into?
Okay, so you gotta set up the story, man. So what happened is that it's our last day in the Philippines. We're heading home the next day. We're all packed up. We're all a little sick, and to really just get our spirits up, to forget that we're actually leaving. We decided to go for like this really fancy buffet in the Philippines. It's called Shangri-La. It's not. It's a hotel, but they have one of the best buffets you could ever have. This place is set with like sections of people just making ramen for you, making shawarma for you, making Indian food for you, and they all like there's a person always there, and you just have to request it. Shawarma is like a Mediterranean like food. It's like it's
Come on,
rice,
Michael. The Avengers
lamb,
discovered you.
chicken.
Bread.
Yeah,
Like
you-
pita bread,
yeah, pita bread.
those wraps or whatever.
That's
Like
a
the Doritos.
that's a euro. Yeah, but shawarma is just like a plate, I think.
Oh, with hummus.
With hummus. Hummus is
No,
delicious.
I
Yeah,
love
nah.
hummus.
And yeah, so we went to this really fancy restaurant in Shangri-La. And we had to wait in line first, right? So we go to the reception desk and we're wondering where the door is to this place. It's actually a giant bookcase behind the receptionist that she has to open to bring you in. Like there's no one else can go in unless she opens that bookcase. It's like really fancy.
Hmm.
In US dollars, it's like $35 per person. Like a normal buffet, but this place is super high end. Super high end for like a regular buffet. But
Wait,
regular
35
Filipinos,
bucks is a regular buffet?
yeah, $35 here in the States is like a normal buffet. Like
Man,
a Korean barbecue.
come on out to the valley. We got all you can eat steamed crab for like $26.99 or $25.99. We got what is it? I don't want to give it away because my pastor's favorite place to eat, but it's all you can eat Chinese buffet. But they got pizza, and that's like $24. 19 bucks on a Sunday. So, oh yeah,
Oh.
35 is a little pricey, man.
I mean, when you're out here in the Bay, the Delta, when you're talking about Concord, San Francisco, that's a regular price for like Korean barbecue. All you could eat like Shibuya, hot pot areas. That's like regular price. But
35 bucks.
that is it's totally out of the scope of like Filipinos in the Philippines. Filipinos in the Philippines, they only make $11 a day. They don't make much. Like you could buy a pair of slippers for $11, and they wouldn't be able to afford that. So that's besides the point. It's like a really fancy buffet for them, and for me, it was a really fancy buffet. I enjoyed the heck out of this place.
That's 35 bucks. That's fancy.
It's fancy, okay? It's good.
sorry.
It's a really good food.
Very basic, I guess.
Anyway, we had to wait in the lobby. To get ushered in. But as we're like walking, I'm not really paying attention. My sister's the one that's paying attention to her surroundings. She nudges me a little bit, and I'm like, "What's up?" She tells me, "Kuya, I think that's Jokoi." I'm like, "What?" No. I see this heavy-set man pass in front of me. He has a white beard, he has glasses, he has a hat, and some Jordans. And I'm like, Sammy, that's not him. That's just some fat Filipino guy with the, glasses. That's a Joe Coy impersonator, okay? So I was like laughing at her at first. But this big guy moves out of the way. Like, it's like almost a curtain reveal for me. Because behind that guy, standing on the pillar, wearing all white Jordans, wearing all white. He has a pair of Jordans and his hat, like the iconic Joe Coy look.
Pull up the picture, Nate, because
I don't have it here.
Have you seen the picture, Nate?
I sent
Nate
you the
said he
pictures.
was
I sent you the pictures already. No one else has to
Joe
know.
Coy.
No one else has to know.
He said, "This is Joe Coy."
Yes,
And
I've seen him.
it was,
Man, you're rage baiting me right now. You're rage baiting me. Okay, you know exactly that's Joe Coy. I'm not gonna lie about something like this. Anyways, let me finish my story. Anyways,
okay.
the guy passes, the big heavyset guy passes in front of Joe Coy. The Joe Coy impersonator passes in front of Joe Coy and reveals to me Joe Coy. Joe Coy's standing right there with his bodyguard and a couple of his friends. And they're just waiting there for some reason. I'm hoping, oh man, he's gonna go into the buffet with us, and maybe we could just pass each other and say hi or something, because we're expecting him to join the buffet. It's an early morning buffet, and everything's available to everybody. But that wasn't the case. So Joe Coy was actually, he was waiting there for his son or something. And they just
actually
old
man McPhee.
Old man Jenkins.
John Noy.
You're rage baiting me, guys.
John Noy.
But yes,
Joe, it wasn't Joe Coy. It was Joe Voy.
Your boy.
Totally different guy.
it was Joe Boy. Joe Boy. Joe Coy. That's what it was. That's what it was. But yeah,
Ooh.
I swear on everything that's great and good, I saw and met Joe Coy, and that's it. It was amazing. It was my last day in the Philippines. It's like full circle for me in the Philippines. I met my family. I went on a great vacation onto the waters and the food, the culture. I really dived deep into it, and I met a celebrity. I made an icon in the Philippines. So I say one of the best trips I ever had.
Yeah. Joe Boy.
Joe Boy, Joe Coy.
Joe Boy. So number one, I want to give a shout out to my brother Dan for that callback, which was really well set up. They still didn't get it.
Nah.
The fish that are at
Happy
what's
Hollow.
Hollow Park.
They're koi fish. Joe Coy.
Wow.
I get it. But I mean, I didn't set it up yet. I didn't even say who we were talking about yet.
I don't know, but I thought you would get it.
I felt like I was gonna get it.
I thought you were gonna get it.
I mean, I was thinking about my story. All right, I wasn't thinking about dissecting someone else's joke. I'm sorry, but I get it, and it's actually a really good joke.
All right, we're going into our next sponsor. Nate, who do we have sponsoring us?
All right. For our next sponsor, let me pull it up. We're gonna have to get this one set up. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Rolling the sponsors. We gotta thank our sponsors right now. Today's episode is brought to you by, drum roll please, we need sponsors. It may be hard to believe with such charismatic, iconic, global superstars such as ourselves that our occult following will be the ones that are fueling our projects. It's our drive and determination to leave a small part of our stories with anyone who's willing to take the time out of their day to listen. You now have the opportunity to be a part of our passion project. If you need to promote your business, app, or event and want to borrow our deep, rich, and resonant voices with the plus of our scores and scores of adoring fans, submit an inquiry to our email at prtpod@gmail.com and follow us on all social media platforms. Links will be provided in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was yeah, that was everything, guys. That's
The best ad
that's
you
what
could
we
run.
need. We need them sponsors. We need them sponsors. Sponsor us.
One of our first sponsors is us sponsoring ourselves.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to the final four. I think this is our fourth and final segment for today. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I call this the Michael. I don't know. I don't have a name for it. The Michael's Corner. No, there's too many corners. Michael in the middle. Hey, no? Okay. Whatever, guys. Whatever.
I'll
I call
hit you
this
with
the
the.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I call this the story of the night. Uh, the title of the story is That One Time. You find yourself in a dark lit room. The gloomy light flickers from a television screen. You hold your hands out before your face. The light of the screen is burning your eyes. A sharp pain shrieks across your face, the pummeling pressure building up just above your left eye. You squeeze your head in agony until a sudden release of pressure comes as you lose all control of your body and collapse to the floor. Unable to open your eyes, you feel as if you are being dragged across a rough wooden floor, slightly lifted up, and for a moment you feel weightless. The moment is lived short as your body crashes down onto a metallic cold surface. You cannot feel your arms or your legs, but you know that your upper and lower torso are being manipulated into an upright position. An icy cold sensation overwhelms both sides of your face as a mask of some sort is being wrapped around your head. Still unable to open your eyes as you try with all your might to no avail. Your body is being strapped down. Unable to speak or shout, you feel helpless, vulnerable. The noises of machinery and metal can be heard all around as it gets louder. Your ears begin pulsating. A loud ring can be heard, so painful that you want to scream, then silence. You can feel the pulse in your neck, every beat getting faster. You realize you cannot hear your breath. You can't even feel that you're breathing. Wait, are you breathing? The lack of sensation, you begin to panic. Your thoughts begin to come back to you. A time of being free, feeling the sun on your face, the wind breeze blowing all around you as you stand in the middle of an open field. The sound of friends greeting you, loved ones embracing you. Sorrow floods your mind as the realization hits you. You will never have that again. Suddenly, a loud click, as if an old TV turned on, and the soft hum fills your mind. A light surrounds you, and your eyes begin to soften and slowly open. You are in bed. A woman is standing over you, gently wiping your face with a cold towel. You see, that is your mother. You just had a nightmare. And with all your strength, you sit up and lock her in the tightest embrace. She holds you tight and kisses you lovingly on the forehead, and softly lays you back into bed and tucks you in. You gaze around the room. The TV at the foot of your bed is playing cartoons with no sound. Your mother gets up and turns off the TV and begins to walk out of the room. As the door closes, another person's voice can be heard. We will not let them take him again. So this story is called That One Time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, Leave your comments, leave your suggestions for another story down the line if you guys want us to read them. We also will be reading some stuff off the internet. I don't know if we're going to do it this time, Nate, but what do you guys think about the story?
It's interesting.
Second person. A second person story. Those are hard.
It was interesting.
I was like, the second person,
It
and it
was.
just got quiet.
I mean,
All right.
good execution. I don't know what the. I was getting kind of lost. Like, who was someone touching them at night? It's like a ghost, right?
How do you know?
I don't know.
They were
That's
being
on.
dragged on a metal floor. They were on a wooden floor. They had no sensation in their bodies.
It's like a horror. This is a horror story. I feel we need to make skits. I don't know. It was an interesting story.
Yeah. Well,
For
that's why
sure.
we read stories from around the world.
All right.
So that one was called That One Time. So, that one time, sorry. That
Excellent.
one time.
All right.
Are we doing a skit today, Nate?
Don't really got anything set up today. Sure, we'll write something. We got to get a storyboard going. Once we find something, we'll write. We'll get together, write it out, put it in the Discord.
Nice. That's all I got today, guys.
Yeah, same here. That was a good session. Thanks for everybody for joining us today, and thank you guys for hopping on. Did pretty good.
All right. That was nice.
Want some more
Episode.
stories on the next episode? If you like what you heard, hit subscribe. If you're hearing this on audio, hit a follow so that it brings us more traction to our site. So thank you guys again for listening. This has been the PanRaconTeurs. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Hey guys.
See ya.